Alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man wala. Inshallah ta'ala, we are on the last surah. The last surah from Juz Amma. We started at the end and worked our way to Surah Al-Inshirah or Surah Al-Sharh, right? We worked our way to there, the 93rd surah, and so we went to the beginning, and now here we are on the last surah, surah number 92, Surah Al-Layl, from the beginning of Juz Amma. So let's read it, inshallah ta'ala. It's 21 ayat. Let's read it, bi'idhnillah ta'ala, and then go through its i'rab. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of you for your attention and your perseverance in this. I know it's a heavy class. It's not a fun class. It's a lot of formulas being just repeated, almost like a bunch of zeros and ones, like on a computer screen or something. It's a lot of that just due to the formulation or how it's working in the Nahu. But inshallah ta'ala, there's a benefit. In the end, there will be bi'idhnillah 29 with this lesson. There will be 29 classes besides the 2 introductory ones. So a person could finish this inside of Ramadan next year or the next year, or they could finish it within a month. And we know it's a lot, and we know that it takes time from our day, but wallahi, I was listening to some videos the other day, and one of the mashayikh in Saudi, he has a program dealing with tafsir, and dealing with, another one has a program dealing with the gharib words in the Quran. And the one dealing with the gharib words in the Quran, the strange words, the difficult words, he met a Muslim and asked him if he knew Arabic. He said yes. He said, okay, say something to me. He said Al-Fatiha. And he realized, okay, he can read, but he doesn't speak Arabic. He said, do you understand what you read? He said, no. The sheikh asked him, how could you be a Muslim and you don't understand what you're reading? You don't understand the Quran. How can you be a Muslim? Not as a blame to him. Not as a blame like you're not a Muslim, you don't understand the Quran. No. But he was asking, I don't see why you would want to be a Muslim and you don't understand the book of Allah. Like, what is making you want to be a Muslim? And wallahi, through this month, and I told my family, I don't know why I didn't do this 10 years ago or 20 years ago. Go through the Quran word for word. I have Word for Word by Mohar Ali, 3 volumes. I have Word for Word by Dar es Salaam, 3 volumes, right? But how come I didn't pick up the Mus'haf with the dictionary, with these books, and do this the way I'm doing it now? Because wallahi, when I read Quran now, it's a totally different when I read Juz Amma. And a lot of these words are words that are in other surahs. So when I read, why did I not? You know, and of course, I'm over here. I'm understanding the mashayikh. I'm able to hold basic conversations. I'm able to communicate in Arabic a little bit. But the way the ayat come is not the same way we talk. This is the speech of Allah, not our speech. And so, picking this up, wallahi, it opens up the Quran in another way. So we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I thank you for your diligence, that these classes will allow others in the future to understand the book of Allah Azza wa Jal, and as well someone can see it and say, you know what, he had a lot of mistakes, or he rushed through it, or they did this or that. I think I could do it better and improve on what we did. Alhamdulillah. So let's begin, inshallah ta'ala. Surah Al-Layl. Al-Layl is the night. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allah is swearing. Wal-Layl. This is a swear. Wal-Layli idha yaghsha. Yaghsha, we've had this in this surah, and in the Surah Al-Shams, and in many surahs before this. Yaghsha, when it covers. Right? When it covers. Right? Wan-Nahari idha tajalla. And we just had this verb, but we had it in the past tense. Jalla, up above. Tajalla, here. Jallaha, we had. Here, tajalla, present tense. In the day when it shines forth, meaning when it exposes itself, when it becomes exposed, or when it exposes. وَمَا خَلَقَ الذَّكَرَ وَالْأُنْثَى. وَمَا here is referring to Allah. And what created? And what created? It's referring to Allah though. And what created? خَلَقَ الذَّكَرَ وَالْأُنْثَى. A dhakar is a man or male. وَالْأُنْثَى, a female. ذَكَرَ وَالْأُنْثَى, right? Male and female. Untha, we say this is mu'annith. This is mudhakkar, right? This is masculine. This is feminine. Dhakar wal-untha, right? Male and female. Inna sa'yakum lashatta. Inna, indeed, sa'yakum, from sin ayn ya, meaning your struggles, your efforts, right? Your toils. Lashatta. Shatta, lam is a lam of emphasis, and shatta comes from sheen, ta, alif, meaning that they are diverse. They are diverse. They are in different ways. They are different from one another. Inna sa'yakum la shatta. Your efforts are different. They're diverse. Right? Shatta meaning different. Split up, separate. Not the same. In different parties, different groups. Meaning some of you believe and some of you disbelieve. Some of you amongst the believers strive harder than others. Even amongst the disbelievers. Some strive harder in their disbelief than others. Inna sa'yakum, indeed your struggles, your toils, la shatta. They are different. They are diverse. فَأَمَّا مَنْ, so as for the one, أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى. أَعْطَى, right? We know this is from Ayn, Ta, Alif Maksura. Here is form 4, meaning as for the one who gives. أَعْطَى, he gives, he gave, right? وَاتَّقَى, from the word taqwa, from waw, qaf, alif, right? This is the root for taqwa. And the one who gives and he fears, right? The one who gave and he feared. They're past tense with the meaning of the present tense. As for the one who gave and he fears, right? He has taqwa. He prevents from disobedience. وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى. وَصَدَّقَ is form 2 from Sad Dal Qaf. Sad Dal Qaf. Saddaqa could be he told the truth. Saddaqa means he confirms, like Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. As-Siddiq has 2 dals there, right? Why? Because he's the one who confirmed the truth that the Prophet ﷺ came with, right? وَصَدَّقَ بِالْحُسْنَى, and he believed in the best. He believed in, he confirmed al-husna, the best, right? He confirmed the best, right? He confirmed the message that the Prophet ﷺ came with, the promise of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right? And so therefore he obeyed because he confirmed it. He knew it was from Allah. He confirmed it. He gave. He had fear. فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْيُسْرَى. My mouth is very dry, even though I'm not fasting. فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْيُسْرَى. Right? Fa means so or therefore. Nuyassiruhu, we're going to make easy. Nuyassiruhu, from yasir, from something being yasir, easy. Right? Nuyassiruhu, from ya, sin, ra. We're going to make it easy. We say yasrallahu umurak. May Allah make easy your affairs. Nuyassiruhu, we're going to make easy for him. Lil yusra, the ease. The easy thing, we're going to make it easy for him. The good thing, the good things, the easy things, we're going to make it easy for him. وَأَمَّا مَنْ بَخِلَ وَاسْتَغْنَى. And as for the one who bakhila, he was stingy. The opposite of a'ta, he gave. He was bakhila, he was stingy. وَاسْتَغْنَى, from the root of ghain, noon, ya, or alif, meaning he thinks he's better. Wastaghna, he thinks he's better. He thinks he doesn't have any need. He has no need for anything. This is what he thinks. وَكَذَّبَ بِالْحُسْنَى, and he denied, as we said, كذب, meaning to deny, to belie, here with the meaning of to disbelieve. Like صدق has the meaning of belief. Right? The opposite, كذب, to belie, to deny, has the meaning of disbelief. And he belied the good. He disbelieved in the good, or the best. فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ لِلْعُسْرَى. Then we're going to make easy for him al-usr. And we have this inside of both of this. Al-yusr, wal-usr, we have inside of Surah Al-Inshirah, the next surah. Right? إِنَّمَا الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا إِنَّمَا الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Right? Indeed, with every difficulty is ease. So Allah is going to make easy for him the difficult stuff, the wrong, the bad stuff. Allah is going to make it easy for him to do the haram, the bad stuff. The one who believes, the one who gives, he has fear, he believes, he confirms, affirms the truth, the best stuff, the promise of Allah, then Allah is going to make easy for him to do good actions. And as for the one who is stingy, he thinks himself he's arrogant, he doesn't need anybody, he belies the best thing, he belies the promise of Allah, the return to Allah, he denies paradise and hell. فَسُنَيَسِّرُهُ لِلْعُسْرَى. Then we're going to make easy for him the hard path, the haram. وَمَا يُغْنِي عَنْهُ مَالُهُ إِذَا تَرَدَّى. وَمَا يُغْنِي, meaning it's not going to be any help to him. Meaning yugni, agna yugni, meaning to give him assistance, to give him help, to give him richness. It's not going to benefit him. Anhu, maluhu, his wealth, maluhu, is not going to be any benefit, any help to him. Idha taradda, when taradda, from ra, dal, ya, or alif maksura rather. Ra, dal, alif maksura, meaning to be when he's destroyed. So when he falls and is destroyed in the hellfire, his wealth is not going to be of any help to him. Just as we had this, ma aghna anhu maluhu wa ma kasab, inside of Surah Al-Lahab. Right? Same thing. It's not going to be of any benefit or help to him when he is destroyed. Inna alayna lal huda. Inna, indeed, right? Alayna, upon us, lal huda. This lam is a lam of emphasis. Al huda is guidance. Upon us is to give guidance. Wa inna, and indeed, lana, for us, or belongs to us, lal akhirata wal ula. This lam is a lam of emphasis. The hereafter and the first life. Al-ula, the first. Indeed, it is for us, or it belongs to us, the hereafter and the first life. Allah is in charge of that. Right? Allah is in charge of all lives. This one and the next. Right? So he says, فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ نَارًا تَلَظَّى. Nadhara or andhara. Andhara means to warn. فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ, so I have warned you. فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ, so I have warned you of nara, of the fire. Taladha, right, from lam, dha, alif maksura. This is form 5, meaning when it is ablaze. Taladha, it's burning, it's blazing. Right, it's kindled, it's ready, it's already going, it's on fire. Right? لا يصلاها إلا الأشقى. لا يصلاها. We've had this yasla a number of times. لا يصلا. They won't face it. They won't enter it. Ha, it, meaning the hellfire. إلا, except al-ashqa. Al-ashqa, as we said earlier, shaqi, the miserable, the wretched person. Ashqa, the most wretched person. We had Ashqa as well earlier in Surah Al-Shams. They sent forth the most wretched person amongst them, sent forth to the camel in order to kill it. La yaslaha ila al-ashqa. They won't enter it except the most wretched. Alladhi kadhaba wa tawalla. The one who, alladhi, the one, kadhaba, he belied, he denied, he disbelieved, wa tawalla, and he turned away. Tawalla, he turned away. وَسَيُجَنَّبُهَا الْأَتْقَى. This comes from Jeen, Jim, Noon, Ba. And he is going to push him away. He is going to be pushed to the side from it, meaning the fire. He's going to be kept to the side. He's going to be, right, avoided. He will avoid it. Al-Atqa. Al-Atqa. The most pious. Right? The most righteous. From the word taqwa. Right? You have the word taqi or muttaqi. Right? Muttaqi. The righteous one. Or taqi. Al-Atqa. The one with the most taqwa. Then they will be spared. They will be put to the side of it. Meaning from the hellfire. They won't have to go in it. Alladhi yu'ti malahu yatazakka. Alladhi, the one who yu'ti, from ata, to give. He comes with it, to give it. Malahu, his wealth. He gives his wealth, yatazakka. Meaning he's purifying himself. He gives his wealth, he's purifying himself. He gives sadaqah in order to purify himself. وَمَا لِأَحَدٍ عِنْدَهُ مِنْ نِعْمَةٍ تُجْزَى. وَمَا لِأَحَدٍ, and there is not with anyone. The ma here is a negation. There is not for anyone. عِنْدَهُ, meaning with Allah. مِنْ نِعْمَةٍ, from a favor. تُجْزَى, from the root jaza, like jazakallahu khairan, that they will be rewarded for it. So no one has a favor with Allah that he needs to repay them for it. No one is in, as we say, like, oh, he's in his pocket, meaning he owes him, right? He owes him. He's gotta help him because he owes him. He saved his life, therefore he has to answer his phone. He has to do this. He has to do that. He has dirt on him. There's no one has anything. No one has done anything for Allah that Allah has to repay him, reward him. Right? إِلَّا ابْتِغَاءَ وَجْهِ رَبِّهِ الْأَعْلَى. Illa, except. Right? No one has anything that Allah will do anything for them, to repay them. Illa, except. Ibtigha. Right? Illa, I say ib because I'm saying it from the beginning, but illa ibtigha. From ba, ghain, alaf maksura. Right? This is form 8. Ibtigha is form 8 of ba, ghain, alaf maksura, meaning to desire something. Ibtigha, the one who has a desire, wajhihi. He has a desire for his wajhi rabbihi, the face of his Lord. Wajhi rabbihi, the face of his Lord. He's doing whatever he does so that on the day of judgment he will see Allah's face. Al-A'la, the face of his Lord, the Most High, referring to his Lord. Rabbihi al-A'la, his Lord, the Most High. The only one. This is the only one that Allah is going to have any repaying. No one has a favor, but the one who does this, Allah is going to repay him. وَلَا سَوْفَ يَرْضَى. Wa, and the lam here is a lam of emphasis. Sofa is in the future. Yarda, he's going to be pleased. He's going to be satisfied. The one who that Allah gives him for anything, then he is going to be pleased. He is going to be pleased. Right? Let me look through the tafsir real quick right here and see if there's anything that stands out. Okay. فَسُنَا يَسِّرُهُ لِلْيُسْرَى. We're going to make easier for him spending. Right? We're going to make easy for him doing good actions in obedience to Allah. Right? They say that this action came down because of Abu Bakr. That he purchased 6 slaves from the believers that were in the hands of the people of Mecca. Right? and they used to punish them because of Allah. So Abu Bakr bought them and he freed them, right? فَسُنَيَسِّرُهُ لِلْعُسْرَةِ. Then Allah is going to make easy for him the difficult stuff, meaning the disobedience and all of that, right? And he's going to block for them the ways of good and righteousness, right? And that's going to lead them to the fire. Their wealth is not going to help them, right? Nothing like that is going to help them when they are punished and destroyed in the hellfire. Indeed, it is upon us to guidance. It is upon us the guidance. It means it is upon Allah Azza wa Jal to clarify what is the right way, and He did that from the wrong way, right? One of the people of the past, he said, whoever travels the path of guidance, then it is upon Allah to lead him in that way. Meaning, and then whoever Allah wants good for him, then Allah guides him on that path, right? To Allah belongs the hereafter and this life, meaning both lives belong to Him. Nothing is for us. So He, فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ نَارًا تَلَظَّى. I've warned you of a blazing fire that's already ready. Hellfire and paradise exist. It's ready. Allah is ready to punish us with it. لَا يَصْلَهَا إِلَى الْأَشْقَى. Only the most disbelieving and wretched person will enter it, meaning the kafir, right? The one who الَّذِي كَذَّبَ وَتَوَلَّى, the one who disbelieved and denied the truth when it came to him, denied the messengers, denied the books, and they turned away from tawalla, they turned away from obedience and iman, right? And we're going to وَسَيُجَنَّبُهَا الْأَتْقَى, we're going to spare and put the person who is the most righteous, he will be spared from this, right? They say here that Al-Atqa is Abu Bakr, right? Abu Bakr is going to be spared from the hellfire. And also anyone else who does any of this. It's general and a specific. The specific talking about Abu Bakr due to him freeing the slaves, and in general any of the believers, right, who have righteousness. But of course Abu Bakr is Al-Atqa. He is the most righteous amongst us. The one who gives his wealth, الَّذِي يُؤْتِي مَالَهُ يَتَزَكَّى, he does it in order to be purified with Allah, right? And we already explained it. وَتَاللَّهِ لَسَوْفَ يَرْضَى بِمَا نُعْتِيهِ مِنَ الْكِرَامَ وَالْجَزَاءِ الْعَظِيمِ. Indeed, he is going to be pleased with what Allah has in store for him in Jannah. Any questions about the Arabic words or roots of anything there? طيب بإذن الله. We're going to go over the i'rab of these ayat, these 21 ayat. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept from us our deeds, to make us what we're doing sincere for Him, to teach us the book, and to allow us to teach others and therefore become the best of mankind. We ask Him to put barakah in our time. We ask Him not to let us exit from Ramadan and go back to our old ways, but to continue with our increased study of His book and to accept our deeds from us in Ramadan and afterwards. Surah Al-Layl, as we said, as always, is mudaf ilayh. The sign of Al-Layl being the sign of, or the when something's mudaf ilayh is majroor, wa alamatul jarrihi al-kasra. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Wal-layli idha yaghsha. Waw is a harf qasam, right? And harf jar, it makes the noun following majroor, but it is a swear. Al-layl is muqsam bihi. Majroor is what Allah is swearing by. It is majroor, wa alamatul jarrihi al-kasra. Idha is a dharf zaman, mabni ala sukoon, fi mahal nasb. It's in a position of being mansoob. Yaghsha is a fil mudari', a present tense verb. Marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-dhamma muqaddara, right? Dhamma muqaddara. And the file for yaghsha is al-layl, right? It is the night here, but is damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa, right? Showing us him, but is referring to the layl. وَالنَّهَارِ إِذَا تَجَلَّى. وَالنَّهَار, wow, harf atf. Nahar is ma'tuf ala layl, therefore it is majroor. وعلامة الجر الكسرة. إذا is a ظرف زمان مبني على سكون في محل النصب, right? تجلى is a فعل مضارع, it's a present tense verb, right? مرفوع وعلامة رفعه الضمة مقدرة منع من ظهورها الألف. What is preventing these from seeing the dhammas? The alif is preventing that. Well, and the fa'il here, right? The fa'il here is the damir mustatir taqdiruhu hiya, right? Because nahar is a feminine word, right? And the ta lets us know that. وَمَا خَلَقَ الذَّكَرَ وَالْأُنْثَى. وَمَا, wa is a harfu atf. Ma is let me think a second. Ma is ism mawsul, not istifham. Ma is ism mawsul, is a connecting noun, right? Bima'na alladhi has the meaning of alladhi. It's in the position of being majroor. Why? Because it is ma'tuf to nahar and to layl. So fi mahal jar, even though it's mabni ala sukun. Khalaqa is a fil madi mabni ala fatta. The damir is the file is the damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa, right? خلق الذكر مفعول به منصوب وعلامة النصب الفتحة الظاهرة. و is a حرف عطف. الأنثى is معطوف to ذكر, it is منصوب وعلامة نصبه الفتحة مقدرة منع من ظهورها الألف. Cannot see it because of the alif. الأنثى. But it should be untha, but because we can't, because of the alif, we're not able to see it. Alright? Inna sa'yakum. Inna harfu nasikh wa nasib. Sa'yakum. Sa'ya is ismu inna mansub wa alamatu nasbihi al-ya. Kum is the damir muttasal fi mahal jar mudaf ilay. Your struggling, your striving, your toils. Lashatta. Lam is the lam of tawkid, of emphasis, right? Shatta is khabar, right? Inna. Khabar, inna, right? Marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma muqaddara. Implied dhamma bi mana' min dhuhuriha al-alif. You're not able to see it because of the alif. فَأَمَّا مَنْ أَعْطَى وَاتَّقَى. فَا harf istitnafiyya, showing continuation. Therefore, amma is a harf shart. It's a showing a condition, showing then as for this one, then this. Man, right? Man is ismu mawsul mabni ala sukun fi mahal raf mubtada. It's your mubtada. A'ta is a fil madi mabni ala fatta muqaddara min dhuhuriha al-alif, right? Wa is harfu atf. Ittaqa or wattaqa. Ittaqa here is a fil madi mabni ala fatta muqaddara mabni mana' min dhuhuriha al-alif, prevented from seeing it the alif. And a'ta is your khabar. Man a'ta. Wattaqa, that's your khabar. Whoever gave, right? Wattaqa, and feared. Wasaddaqa, wow is harfu atf. Saddaqa is fil madi mabni ala fatta, right? The fa'il is damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa, and he, whoever, referring back to men. Bil husna, ba is harf jar. Al husna is ismu majroor, right? Wa alamatu jarrihi al kasra muqaddara. It's an implied kasra. Mana' min dhuhuriha al-alif. Prohibited from seeing it because of the alif. Right? فَسَنُيَسِّرُهُ. Fa is harf isti'nafiyya, right? Or rather, the fa here is the jawab of amma. The fa is the jawab of amma. So whoever does this, then this, right? Seen is harf tasweef, mean showing the future. Nuyassiru. Nuyassiru is a fi'l mudari' marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma. The fa'il is damir mustatir taqdiruhu nahnu. This noon lets us know that it's nahnu, we, right? The who here is a damir muttasil fi mahal nasb maf'ulun bihi. We're going to make easy for him. Lil yusra. Lam here is a harf jar. Al yusra is ismu majroor. Wa alamatu jarhi al qasra muqaddara. Min dhuhuriha, right? Al ta'adhur, meaning the alif. Wa amma. Wow is harfu atf. Amma, as we said, is a harf shart, condition, right? Man, right? Ismu mawsul fi mahal raf mubtada, right? Bakhila is a fil madi mabni ala fatha, and your file is man or damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa. Wastagna wa harf atf. Istagna is also a fil madi mabni ala fatha muqaddara. Mana min dhuhuriha at-ta'adhur, or the alif, right? You're not able to because of the alif. وكذب. Wow harfu at. كذب fil madi mabni ala fatha. The fa'il is the mir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa, referring back to men. Bil husna. Baz harf jar. Al husna is ismu majroor, right? Bil kas and wa alamatu jarhi al kasra muqaddara. Mana min dhuhuriya at ta'adhur, or the alif is preventing it from seeing the kasra. Fa here is the jawab of amma. Therefore, right? Whoever does this, then this. Fa seen here. The sa is seen at tasweef, harf at tasweef, showing in the future. Nuyassiru, again, it's the same thing. Nuyassiru is a fil mudari' marfu' wa alamatu raf'i ad-damma. The file is damir mustatir taqdiruhu nahnu. The noon lets us know that we will make it easy. Who is the damir muttasil fi mahal nasb maf'ulun bihi, will make it easy for him. Lil usra. Lam is a harf jar. Al usra is ismu majroor wa alamatu jarhi al qasra muqaddara. It's the kasra which is implied. Mina min dhuhuriha at ta'adhur. It's prohibited from seeing it because of the alif. Wama yughni. Wama yughni. Wow is a harfu atf. Ma here is nafiya, and it is not going to help. It is not going to benefit him. Yughni is a fil mudari marfu' wa alamatu rafi ad-damma muqaddara, right? Ala ya. This is a ya. It is not an alif, even though the two dots are not written. You have to know that. Sometimes the old Arabs, they didn't always write the dots on the ya when it appeared at the end. It would look like an alif maksura. Is it an alif maksura ya? Something that you have to know. Here it's a ya. وَمَا يُغْنِي. Why is the dhamma muqaddara? Because it's thick on the tongue. وَمَا يُغْنِيُ. It's difficult on the mouth to say it, right? A thaqal. It's a thickness, a heaviness, a difficulty that makes it like that. So we don't get to see it. What is yughni? Is a fil mudari' marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma muqaddara. Mana' min dhuhuriya al-thaqal. Why is it prevented from being seen? Al-thaqal, the thickness, the difficulty. Anhu. An is harf jar. Ha is damir muttasil fi mahal al-jar. It's in a position of being majroor. Maluhu. Mal is the file of yughni. Mal is the file of yughni. Marfu' wa alamatu raf'i ad-damma. Hu damir muttasil fi mahal jar mudaf ilayh. إذا ظرف زمان مبني على سكون في محل النصب. تردى. تردى is a fi'l مضارع, right? تردى is a fi'l ماضي. آسف. Fi'l ماضي of form 5. So the ta is part of the form 5. Form 5 is tafa'ala. Right? Tafa'ala. It's part of the ta is part of the past tense. Taradda is a fil madi mabni ala fatta muqaddara. As we see, when it was a lam, we were able to see it. We say fatta dhahira. But because of the last root being an alif, we say fatta muqaddara. Right? And the damir is mustatir taqdiruhu huwa, referring back to the person who thinks he's too good, right? Or thinks he's doesn't need anybody. Inna harf nasikh wa nasib. Alayna, alayna ala harf jar mabni ala sukun. Na is a damir muttasil fi mahal jar. Lal huda, lam is a lam of tawkid. Huda is ismu inna. Ismu inna mansub. وعلامة نصبه فتة مقدرة. منع من ظهورها, prohibited from seeing it or being apparent. التعذر, the impossibility because of the alif. Right? And علينا is خبر إن. إن الهدى علينا. إن الهدى علينا. Indeed, the guidance is upon us. علينا is your خبر إن. مرفوع. وإن wa is harfu atf. Inna harf nasik wa nasib. You feed a tawkid. It benefits us emphasis. Lana, la is harf jar. Na is a damir muttasil fi mahal jar. Right? In the position of being majroor. Lal akhira, lam is a lam of emphasis. Al akhirata is ismu inna mansub wa alamatu nasbihi al fatta. Lana is khabaru inna marfu'. Wow is harfu atf, right? Therefore ula is ma'tuf al akhirah. It is mansub wa alamatu nasbihi al fatta muqaddara. Mana' min dhuhuriya at ta'adhur, prohibited from being able to see it, the impossibility because of the alif. فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ. Fa is harfu atf, connecting word. أنذرت is a fil madi mabni ala sukun li'ittisalihi at-ta' al-fa'il. The ta, which is the fa'il here, makes it mabni ala sukun. Tu is your fa'il, meaning ana. I warned you. Kum is a damir muttasil fi mahal nasb maf'ulun bihi. It's the object of the verb. Who did I warn? I warned you. I warned you of what? Naran. Right? This is the maf'ulun bihi athani. Mansub. Alamatu nasbi. Right? Afatta dhahira. Taladha. Taladha is another form 5 verb. Madi. Fil madi. Mabni ala fatta muqaddara. Mana min dhuhuriya at-ta'adhur, prohibited from being able to see it, at-ta'adhur, right? The impossibility because of the alif, right? And taladha, the fa'il here, right? The fa'il here is referring back to the nar, and it's feminine, right? We see it, taqdiruhu hiya, referring back to the nar. Are there any questions so far?
La. Well, I think I know, but I'm still gonna ask. Now you said that ta on that tukun, but you guys, but the kun already saying that, right?
And tu is I warn you. Like jalastu, I sat. Akaltu, I ate. Fa'andartu, I warned kum, you guys. So I warned you of the fire which is blazing.
But why did the kum there? The kum is for the pool for you guys.
Okay, but the tu is I. I warned you guys.
Oh, okay.
And dartu, I warned you guys.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Of the fire which is blazing.
Okay. I thought it was you. Okay, my bad.
No problem. No problem. لا يصلها إلى الأشقى. La is a la nafiya, It's a negation here. Yasla. Yasla is a fi'l mudari' marfu' alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma muqaddara because of the alif there, right? Ha is a damir muttasil fi mahal an-nasb maf'ulun bihi. La yaslaha, they won't enter it, they won't face it. Illa is a adat hasar or harf of hasar. It's going to limit it. It's going to show us limiting. Al-ashqa. Al-ashqa is your fa'il. That's the one who is going to yaslaha, enter it, to face it. Al-ashqa is a fa'il marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi ad-damma muqaddara. So if we say akbaru, like Allahu Akbar, we see the Dhamma there because the Ra allows it. But Ashqa is on the same pattern, right? Ashqa, we don't get to see the Dhamma there. Why? Because of the Alif, right? Alladhi. Alladhi is a Ismu Mawsul, Mabni ala Sukun, Fi Mahal al-Raf. Why is it Marfu'? Because it is a sifa for ashqa. It is a sifa for al-ashqa. And al-ashqa is your file, marfu'. Kadhaba fil madi, mabni ala fatta. Right? Where's the fa'il? It's a verb. Where's the fa'il? Damir mustatir, taqdiruhu huwa, referring back to alladhi al-ashqa. Wa tawalla, wa is a harf atf. Tawalla is also a fil madi, form 5. Right? مبني على فتة مقدرة منع من ظهورها التعذر, the impossibility of writing it on that alif, right? And the file is again damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa, but referring back to alladhi and al-ashqa. He's the one who turned away. Wa is a harfu atf. Sin is a harf tasweef, showing something in the future. Something in the future. Yujannaba. Yujannabu or yujannabu is a fi'l mudari' marfu' wa alamatu raf'i ad-damma. Right? Ha is a damir muttasil, an attached pronoun fi mahal an-nasb maf'ulun bihi. Who's going to avoid it? Who's going to be the one who avoids it? Al-atqa. Al-atqa is your fa'il, right? Marfu' wa alamatu raf'i ad-damma muqaddara. It's prevented from being seen, it just like al-ashqa, al-atqa, right? The most righteous. Alladhi is also marfu' because it is a sifa of, it's an ismu mawsul mabni ala sukun fi mahal al-raf because it is a sifa of atqa. Yu'ti is a fi'l mudari' marfu' wa alamatu rafi ad-damma muqaddara. We're not able to see the damma on that not because it's impossible, but because of the thaqal, because of the thickness, the difficulty there. Yu'ti, it's difficult. Yu'ti, just easier. Right? What did he give? Malahu. Mala is a maf'ulun bihi mansub. Alamatu nasbi fatta. Hu, damir muttasil fi mahal jar mudaf ilayh. Yatazakka is a fi'l mudari marfu'. Alamatu rafi ad-damma muqaddara because of the alif there. Right? The file is damir mustatir taqdiruhu huwa, referring back to alladhi and al-atqa, right? The one who does that. Wa ma li ahadin. Wa ma. Wow is a harfu atf. Ma is nafiya, and there is not for anyone. Lam is a harf jar. Ahadin is ismu majroor. Alamatul jarhi al-kasra. Indahu. Inda is a dharf. Inda is a dharf. Mansoob. Right? Mansoob. Right? Wa alamat nasbi al-fatta dhahira. Who is a mudaf ilay. It's a damir muttasil fi mahal jar mudaf ilay. Dharf mudaf ilay. Indahu. There's one of our examples. I said I would do the homework. There's one of them, right? Dharf mudaf ilay. Indahu. If we said indallah, for example, right? Indallah, this would be dharf. Allah, lafz jalala, mudaf ilay, majroor. Right? Indahu, who is the damir muttasil fi mahal jar, mudaf ilay. Min is a harf jar. Ni'matin is ismu majroor. وعلامة جره كسرة ظاهرة. Right? تجزى. تجزى is a fi'l مضارع مبني للمجهول. Right? It is not تجزي as in jaza yajazi. It's not تجزي is being active. Rather it is تجزى. It is passive. It is majhul. Right? So it is مبني على ضمة. Right? No, yeah, marfu, not mebni. It's marfu because it's a present tense verb. It's marfu with a dhamma muqaddara. Right? We don't get to see it on that alif there. Right? We don't get to see it. Tujza'u, as versus if we said tujlasu, we get to see it. But here we say tujza, but dhamma muqaddara. Right? Illa here is a adat al-istithna, an exception, showing us exception. Ibtigha. Ibtigha is mustathna bi illa. It is an exception. It is mansub. Remember, if illa comes and there is no negation in front of it, right, then what comes after it is mansub. Wa alamatu nasbihi, right, alamatu nasbihi al-fatha dhahira. Wajhi, except for the one who is seeking, wajhi mudaf ilay. وعلامة جره الكسرة. ربه, ربي is مضاف إليه to وجه. It is علامة جره الكسرة. ها is a ضمير متصل مضاف إليه في محل الجار مضاف إليه. الأعلى. الأعلى is a صفة of رب, and رب here is مجرور. So الأعلى is also مجرور, but it is مجرور with a كسرة مقدرة because of the alif, right? وَلَا سَوْفَ يَرْضَى. Wa is a harfu atf, right? The lam is a lam of tawqid. Sofa is showing us that it's in the future, right? It's in the future. Yarda is a fil mudari'. It is a fil mudari' marfu', right? وَعَلَامَةُ رَفْعِهِ الضَّمَّةُ مُقَدَّرَةٌ, right? Dhamma muqaddara because of the alif. We cannot see it. The fa'il here of this verb, yarda, is a damir mustatir, a hidden pronoun, taqdiruhu huwa, meaning the one who ibtiga wajhi rabbihi, the one who sought the face of his Lord. He is going to be pleased. With that, in Juz Amma, you've completed 2,309 words, right? And give me 1 second here. Let me get this other book real quick. Al-Fatiha. Al-Fatiha has. And now you got to realize that, for instance, la sofa, you might say that's 2 words, the lam and sofa, right? You also might say endahu is 2 words, enda and hu, or malahu is 2 words. But here, we counted them as 1. Malahu was 1 word. Endahu was 1 word. Right? Rabbihi was 1 word. So if you count those different pronouns, then we've had much more than 2,309. Right? Al-Fatiha, which we did not include in that number, has 29 words. 29 words. So now we've done basically 2,340 words or so, along with their combinations, their contractions, and so on. If we go back and go through these audios, man, wallahi, will be really good. Now, I travel in about a week or so, and on the 13th I travel. So give the Eid a day or two. Maybe what's today? Today is what? Monday? The Eid is Tuesday.
No.
Maybe we'll say Thursday or Friday. Or, you know, if you want, we'll keep in touch through email or something. We could maybe even start on Saturday if you guys would like to have a week off or something. And we could do Saturday until I leave, like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, something like this. And we can, what I was thinking about, if you would like to do it, is to show. Like when I say, for instance, when I say mubtada, right, mubtada, marfu' wa alamatu raf'ihi الضمة الظاهرة, right? And to write these things out, to write these phrases that we see over and over and over, you know, ha, damir, right? Damir, muttasal, right? Mabni, ala damma, for instance, fi mahal jar, fi mahal jar mudaf ilay. I've thought about, like, we could just go through these phrases, and in that way, if throughout the summer or your free time you want to go back and see these phrases, and I could kind of explain what each word is as we go through it, so it's not just a sentence up there that you don't understand. We could go through the most famous of the i'rab statements, and that way, you know, what we did will become clear. Like when we have the alif, when you say fatta muqaddara, منع من ظهورها, التعذر, الثقل, and so on. We could go over those phrases so you could understand what we did a little bit more, and then you could review through the summer. What's your thoughts? Unless you have something else you might want to do.
Yeah, it would be good.
Inshallah.
Gotta do it slow if I can write them down, though.
Yeah, yeah. You can also go back and watch the video and push pause, brother.
Nah.
Nah.
We can just sit there and write them down. I can have it right there if I can practice my writing.
No problem. You can practice your writing.
Classroom action, man.
That's fine.
Action.
I can't be responsible for you being slow though. I can't do that. But anyway, inshallah ta'ala. Inshallah, we'll plan, like we'll say, maybe, like I said, we'll keep in touch, but I'm just looking. If we do Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 2 or 3, 4 days like that, then it'll be easy, and then we'll figure out, do you guys like it better at Fajr time, or do you like it better at the 1 o'clock in the afternoon time, or do you like it better at 9 o'clock at night time? You know, anyway, we can figure that out in the next couple of days. You guys just send me a message of what you like, and we'll go from there, inshallah ta'ala.
Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, I've been able to, that in class, this class will be like able to check my work. Exactly, inshallah ta'ala. Tayyib. Keep in contact through WhatsApp. Let me know what you prefer. I'll send you guys a private message and you can answer back or something. Jazakumullahu khairan. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept this from us. To me, this is a real big work. It's a heavy work. It's not a fun and enjoyable work like some of the other stuff we were doing with the books of Aqidah and stuff, because we didn't do all this i'rab. So, but now, hopefully, since we did a lot of it, right, it's become easy for us, bi'idhnillah ta'ala. Tayyib. Love y'all for the sake of Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your fast. Don't forget the 6 days of Shawwal. Make up whatever days you have. Make the 6 days of Shawwal as well. And keep making Qiyam Al-Layl. Keep reading the Quran on a regular basis. And look up words when you don't know what they are, man. It's going to change your relationship with the Quran. It's going to change your relationship with Salat. It's going to change your relationship with Allah. And when all that changes, your relationship with the creation changes as well. Because when Allah loves somebody, He tells Jibreel that He loves them. And Allah tells the other angels that Allah loves them. So therefore that you should love them. And then He causes acceptance for that person on the earth. And when acceptance is for you here, then you've received good in this life and good in the hereafter. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. جزاكم الله خيرا. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.